Alrighty, so on the homework from last night, let's take a look at these. First ones, shifting up, down, left, right. How'd you guys do on the first couple? Just identifying which way it was shifting. Any questions there? Okay, how about the next couple? Any questions here? These ones, sometimes people get the vertical and horizontal confused. If it's out front, as it is in number 12, this makes it vertical. So since it's 1/2, it'd be a vertical shrink. Since this is inside with the X, it's horizontal. Since it's horizontal, you got to reciprocate it. It'd be 1/3, so it'd be a horizontal shrink by 1/3. Any questions on anything through 14? And then this group, it did say, be careful. It said write a rule. That means write the equation and describe the transformations. So yeah, it tells you it's down 3, but then you had to take this equation and write down 3. So subtract 3 from the end and simplify it, and so on. Any questions on any of these? Okay. And then 24 was the one y'all didn't like here. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay, vertical stretch by 2. What do you do when you do a vertical stretch by 2?
Multiply 2.
Multiply the whole thing by 2. X to the 4th plus 2x plus 6. And when you do, I'm going to bring this down here. When you do, what do you guys get? What do you get? 2x to the 4th plus 4x plus 12. Okay, now we're going 4 to the right. This is where this one got really hard. What did you do to go 4 to the right? Everywhere I see an x, I had to do what? X minus 4. That's 4 to the right. 4 to the right plus 12. Okay, I'm going to come off to the side and just do x minus 4 to the 4th. Okay, so let's come over here and just do this. Guys, you could have done binomial expansion using Pascal's triangle if you wanted to. Did you guys, right? Watch, it's to the 4th power. How many terms would you have? 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, 5th row, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. This would be 1, 4, 6. So I could have gone 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. This would then be x to the what? 4th. This would be x to the 3rd, x to the x, and then no x's. How many negative 4s? None. How many negative 4s? How many negative 4s? 2. How many negative 4s? And how many negative 4s? Okay, so this starting term is just what? X to the 4th. Here you have negative 4 times negative 4. That's what? Negative 16 x to the 3rd. This is 6 times x to the 2nd times 4 times 4 is 16. What's 6 times 16? 46? No, I have to do more than that. Sorry. 16 times 6, that'd be 36, that'd be 6, that would 96, right? 96, x squared. And then this is 4 times x times negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4, which is what? Negative 64. What's negative 64 times 4? Negative 256. And then what's negative 4 to the 4th? Positive 256. So this is just that. Okay? Or if you, I think that's the easiest way, personally. Let's try this again. Okay. Or you would have to multiply it out how many times? 4. So if you multiplied it out 4 times, let me show you how I would do this if I were doing this myself. I would do 2 of them. And when you FOIL, what do you guys get? x squared minus 4x is minus what? 8x plus 16. Now I would do these. It's the same thing, right? You see how I did that? Instead of giving everything an x to the 4, giving everything an x to the negative 4. And now just FOIL these two things together. And I think that's a little bit easier. But again, when I did that, okay, when you do that, are you guys okay putting those all together? All right. When you do, so I've shown you a couple different ways. You got 2, and then you had x to the 4th minus 16x to the 3rd plus 96x squared minus 256 x plus 256. Okay, that's just this part. Now, when I do this part, what are you guys going to do? Distribute. And when you distribute, what do you get? 4x minus 16. Bring down the plus. 12. Distribute 2 to everything. What do you guys get? 2x to the 4th minus 32x to the 3rd plus 192 x squared plus what? Minus, 512 x plus 512 plus 4x. I'm going to put these two together, minus 4. And now clean all of that up together, and that's where I got 2x to the 4th minus 32x to the 3rd plus 192x squared. I could put those together. Where's my x's? To get minus 508x, and then these two together to get plus 508. So, again, don't forget about Pascal's triangle. Use it. Use it. That one was tough. That one was tough. What other ones were tough? Anything else? Jared, do you see what you were supposed to do on some of the other ones?
Yeah.
Anybody else? All right. Okay. Pass those in. Got our worksheet tonight for homework. That's always nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear?
No, I won't.
You looked. You looked at the worksheet?
I just clicked on the wrong day when I was doing it.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh, I'm out of sense.
What's the matter, girlfriend?
I don't like math.
You don't like math?
Not at all.
Huh.
You like outside?
No.
Do I have all the blue sheets?
Not Mr. Wood.
All right. So, this is a no graphing calculator section. You may use the math part, but not the graphing ones. When you take your group quiz on Thursday, you will have a no graphing calculator part and a graphing calculator part. Okay? So the no graphing calculator part, you will be given the red calculators to use, the red ones. Okay? So on this, it says graph the polynomial. And it says no graphing calculator. So here's what we need to do. We first need to find the zeros. The zeros are the x-intercepts. Okay, now you guys are used to going to your graphing calculator, putting it in, and finding the zeros. But we can't do that because we're not going to have our graphing calculators on Thursday. So we're going to use P over Q. That's why I've been pushing you guys to write P over Q, your possible rational factors, or zeros. So P is factors of what number? This is factors of what? -8. And this Q is factors of what? 1. Now, I will tell you, I tried to be nice in the numbers that I picked for you. So anything divided by 1 is just itself. So I really only need the factors of 8. What are the factors of 8? 1 and 8. What else? 2 and 4. Do you guys agree that these are the only possible rational zeros? Okay, those were what we had wanted at the top of that quiz that you guys had the other day. First answer. All right, well, normally we would use our graphing calculators to find one of these, but we don't have our graphing calculators, so we just have to guess and check. So pick one, Paige. Just pick 1, -1, 2, -2, 4, -4, or 8, -8. 1, okay? So she wants to test 1. What number? So we have 3, 2, 1 constant, so it's in order. So what number are you going to put here?
1, 3, 4.
Okay, and let's test it. Bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. So did that one work? No? Pick another one, Paige. Okay. This thing drives me nuts sometimes. Okay, pick 2. 1, 3, -6, -8. Okay, Paige, bring down the 1, multiply, you get what? Add, multiply, add, multiply, add. Okay, so did that one work? Yes. So my 0 is 2. What would my factor be? X minus 2. We started with x to the 3rd, so this would be 1x squared plus 5x plus 4. We're trying to find the zeros. All right, well, I need to keep factoring. So, Ethan, I'm going to try to factor. I could go back and try to pick another rational 0 and see if it works. Or I could see if this trinomial factors. A is 1, life is easy. What question do you ask yourself?
So I'm blanking for a second.
That's right. It's a trinomial. A is 1. What multiplies to give you?
4 and adds.
There you go. What multiplies to give you 4 and adds to give you 5?
1 and 4.
1 and 4 is the same. Don't overthink it. Positive 1 and positive 4. So, guys, what does that mean my zeros are? The zeros, or the x-intercepts, are what? 2, -1, and what? -4. So there's your zeros. So I'm going to come to my graph, and I'm going to put those on my graph. 2, -1, and -4. Talk to me about the end behavior. Is it even or odd? Odd. Positive or negative? Positive. So odd and positive, my ends go up and to the right. So like that, right? All right. Well, here's what I want you to do now from this point forward. You're going to make a very small table of values. And you're going to pick one number to the left, one between, and one to the right. So what's a number to the left of -4? Everybody. -5. What's one that you want to use between -1 and -4? -3. Okay, you might have used -2. It doesn't matter. Which one do you want to use between -1 and 2? 0, absolutely. And then what about to the right of 2? 3. All right. And now we need to put those back into the original problem. So when I plug -5 back in, this is where you'll have the red calculators. Oh, nope, not going to y equals. Not allowed to use the y equals. You're going to go to the red calculators. And we're going to plug in parentheses, -5 raised to the third plus 3 times -5 squared minus 6 times -5 minus 8. It's a big or small number rather. What did you guys get? Will you guys just set those on my desk? You're the best. Tell Patty I said thank you. Did you guys get -28? Yes. Okay, so this is -28. Now, when you do -3, instead of typing that all in again, I can just do second entry. Or those of you with the newer ones, you can go up and get it. And now I can turn all of my -5s into a negative what? 3. Because I don't want to retype it all. And what'd you guys get for -3? You get 10. Don't even put 0 in. 0's the y-intercept, right? Isn't this the y-intercept? Yeah, when you let x be 0, what's y? When you let all these x's be 0, what's y? -8. Okay, plug in 3. I usually start over when I change from the negatives to the positive because I get annoyed having to delete all the negatives. Did you guys already plug in 3?
Yeah.
What did you guys get? Okay. So you're going to have to like extend on your guided notes. I didn't give you a whole lot of room, but okay. At -5, I'm down way down here at -28, probably further than that. At -3, I'm at 10. At 0, I'm at -8. And at +3, I'm way up here at +28. So, my graph, remember your end behavior. Totally missed that. This is driving me nuts. God bless you. And it jumps on me. And has arrows. Okay. What do you guys think? Can you handle one of these on your quiz Thursday with your groups? So you can divide and conquer the rational zeros. All right, let's do one more. Are you guys good here? Anybody need more time? All right. Oh, by the way, how many zeros? What's the most number of zeros I could have? 3. Why did I say most? Because some of them might be imaginary and you wouldn't see them. Okay, I wouldn't do that to you on a graphing problem. All right. All right, let's take our possible rational zeros, P over Q. We're looking at factors of what? Oh, goodness gracious. Factors of what? 48 over factors of 1. Okay, so factors of 48, basically. That's 1 and 48, 2 and 24. Does 3 go in there? 3 and 16, 4 and 12. Does 5 go in there? 6, 6 and 8. Does 7 go in there? No, and now you're back to 8. Now, these will be all plus or minus. I'm fine if you just put 1 plus or minus in the front and know that every one of those could be positive or negative. This is a big list to pick from. Jarrett, which one do you want to pick first?
1.
Okay, who wants to pick one? All right, what numbers go in here, Jarrett?
1, negative 28, 20, and 48.
Okay, bring down the 1. Multiply.
1,
Add.
2,
Multiply.
2,
Add.
negative 26,
Multiply.
negative 52.
Wait a minute.
No, wait, no, just negative 26.
Okay.
Then negative 6.
Okay.
Negative 6. 42.
Okay, did that one work?
No.
Nope. Okay, pick another one. Anybody think they have one?
2.
Okay. George says 2. All right, let's try 2. 1, negative 28, 20, and 48. Okay, so to George, we're going to bring down the 1. Bring down the 1. Multiply.
2.
Add.
3.
Multiply.
6.
Add.
Negative 22.
Multiply.
Negative 44.
Add.
Negative 24.
Multiply.
Negative 42.
Add.
0.
Okay. Because this one up here did not work, so we cross that out. All right, so let's see. What is my factor if this is x equals 2? Everybody, what's your factor? X minus 2. We started with x to the 4th. This would be x to the 3rd plus 3x squared minus 22x minus 24. Now, I'm looking at that and saying, okay, can I factor that? Can I factor by grouping yet? No. So what do you have to do? Do it again with synthetic division. Did anybody find another one that worked? What is it? Cash? Cash found -1. So again, it's a guess and check. Now, this is where some of you messed up on your quiz. Remember, you go back and use these numbers. So you're going to use 1, 3, negative 22, and negative 24. So Cash, bring down the 1. Multiply. -1. Okay, add.
2.
Multiply.
Negative 2.
Add.
Negative 24.
Multiply.
24.
Add. 0. Okay, so I'm going to come back here now. You had x minus 2. This factor would become what? X plus 1. We started with x to the 3rd, so this would tell me x squared plus 2x minus, I finally got a trinomial, quadratic trinomial, where a is 1 and life is easy. Is there anything that multiplies to give me -24 that adds to give me 2? What is it? Okay. Positive 6 and -4. Multiply to give me -24. Add to give me positive 2. So, what are my zeros, which are, again, the x-intercepts? What would they be? 2, -1, -6, and 4. Is that me? I took my watch off. Sorry. I'm telling you, I don't know what my husband's doing. I think he's just opening and shutting my garage door right now. All right. So we're going to come over here to positive 2, -1, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to make a table of values. What's the number to the left of -6? -7. Okay. What's the number between -1 and -6? Now, I'm going to give you a hint. Try to go in the middle. So either what? -3 or -4? Which one do you guys want to do? -4. Okay. Then go ahead. Which one are you going to get in the middle here? 0. Then what about in the middle here? 3. Okay. And then what about on the end? 5. Okay, those lines are just my zeros. Plug it in. Plug it in. I know, lots of plugging and chugging. Who was absent today? We got Addie.
I got a really big number.
Yeah, you get a huge number. Okay. Addie, Mitch. What'd you guys get for -7? 594. What'd you get for -4? -288. 0, you shouldn't even have had to put in your calculator. What's the y-intercept? 48. 288 for -4. Thank you. What'd you guys get for 3? -36, says Karina. Did you guys get 5? 198. Okay. What kind of a scale could I go by? What kind of a scale could I go by? Can I go by 50s maybe? I'm going to go every other one. So 100, 200. What do I have to go up to? I do have to go up to 500. Okay, we'll go by hundreds. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and then in the negatives, I only have to go a little bit. See the negatives, so I hardly have to go down at all, but that's okay. All right, so at -7, I had 590 something. Oh, and behavior, even or odd? Even and positive or negative. So they both go what? Up. So you should remember they go something like that. All right, and then at negative, you guys used -4, didn't you? 4, you had -288. Oh, I did have to go down a little bit. 1, 3. And then at 1, or at 0, excuse me, I went up to 48, was it? I heard my name over there. It's funny. 0, 48. And then at 3, it was -36. And then at 5, it was up at almost 200. Okay. Can you totally see the shape of this graph? Knowing your end behaviors. Big size. All right, you can do your work on here, your graphs on a piece of graph paper. Oh.
Well, time you're starting. That's what, like being chill. That's like do like
Not graphing.
oh good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't give you enough? Sorry. It means one of you don't have to do your homework, right?
Thank you.
Sorry.